Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the lab. Welcoming you to another episode. Oh, geez, that came out wrong. Welcoming you to another episode of Soycast. I know, gosh, enunciate, right? Enunciate. One of my biggest issues. But yeah, welcoming back Albert, Ace, and Andre. How y'all doing today?
Good,
Hello.
good. I thought this was our first Chinese episode.
Hello to our peoples in China.
Yes, definitely. Hello. Funny thing about that we just got on topic of China. I saw actually a pretty deep and kind of somber film. Well, actually, it was more sad than somber. Have y'all ever watched the Joy Luck Club?
Is that what the four Asian women?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, it's technically eight because it's the daughters and their moms and then their moms, but it's more about like the daughters and the moms.
Yeah. Like the first and the second generation type
There
of
you
thing.
go. Yeah. But
Yeah,
you haven't seen it?
no,
No.
this like a classic novel though.
It is a novel. Yeah, it's based on a novel. That's right.
If it's not written by R.L. Stein, I'm not reading it.
You mean the novel or the movie?
The
Oh.
novel.
Because he didn't write the movies. R.L. Stein, like the Goosebumps movies or the
Oh.
show.
He wrote the book, didn't he?
Yeah, he did write the book. That's true. But anyways, well, yeah, because I guess that's probably why I can't enunciate. No, that's not why I can't enunciate. I just can't enunciate because I'm dumb. Anyways, what's good, Dre? How you doing?
Good, man. Chilling.
It's summertime. Are you really chilling?
No. Yeah, it's starting to get a little warm. So sweat on the outside, but inside I'm cool.
Oh,
Ice cold.
Oh dear.
So I'm like
Nice.
mochi, you know what I mean?
You're mochi, you're ashy on the outside?
Hey, that's accurate too. That's accurate too, man. It's hard out
Is
here.
mochi always in ice cream form? Isn't it also just like a candy?
I think so. I think it's just that
Yeah.
mochi is that little almost like gum
gelatin.
like outer layer, right?
Yeah.
That's
Mm,
what I thought. But
okay.
I mean, I don't know anything. My name is John after all, and Johns typically don't know anything. Um, Albert, what about you? How you staying cool lately?
I guess I'm not staying cool since I'm wearing long sleeves today.
Where you going, bro?
I don't know. I'm swagging out just for Zoom.
Hell yeah. What
Just
about
don't
you,
tell him.
Ace?
Just don't
Uh,
tell him to stand up.
Yeah. Or it's just my other long sleeve.
Touche.
What about you, Ace? What's been good with you?
Nathan, just enjoying my new job. That's the benefits of working during the summer is you get to use their AC.
Very true.
1000%. I definitely missed Office AC. Get it? Office AC.
Hey, AC
Um,
loves the AC.
AC loves the AC. Shout out to This Is Stoops. Ace, I know you had a pin event this past weekend. How did that go?
Very, very well. I appreciate everyone that came out. If any of you guys are watching, came out and supported this past Saturday. Appreciate you guys big time. I love seeing people as we're starting to open up. It's good to kind of see, the faces to the names that message us, so it's really, really, really nice to see people out there.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I wish I saw your face more. Just kidding.
Oh,
No, I'm not kidding. So I wanted to
well, we can make that happen, but we'll talk about that afterwards.
I wanted to ask you guys a series of questions. I believe this game is called Would You Rather, but we're gonna do it kind of more of our style. And feel free to change the question or alter it as you please. But I kind of wanted to start with I was thinking about this the other day because we all have had a huge collection of shoes at one point in our lives, probably still do. So I wanted to start with this first question, and not only do you have to give your answer, but I want to hear why. And the question is, would you rather wear the same shoe for the rest of your life, but you get to choose which shoe that is, or you wear one random shoe every day for the rest of your life, always different? It could be the same model, but a different colorway, obviously. But you don't get a choice. You don't have the choice of what shoe you wear. Just say like magically appears at your doorstep, right? The caveat is obviously not for weddings, because weddings, you probably wear like, formal shoes,
Dress
formal wear.
shoes.
Yeah. So let's exclude like events. This is just day to day, not your slides, your shoes. Like you're going out, these are the shoes you always wear, period. The random one or the one you get to pick, but it's the same one for the rest of your life.
Are we able to pick our outfits?
Yeah, you can pick your outfit. You just, again, with the random shoe, you don't pick the shoe. It's there. That's what you have to wear.
I got a question for that one shoe for the rest of your life. What happens if it breaks?
When it breaks, you get a new one.
The same exact one though, right?
The same exact one.
Okay.
Same exact one. Okay. Who would like to go first?
I choose Dre.
Okay, Dre.
Oh, wow. Hey, so Ace got to choose. You got to choose someone else. I see how that works.
I like
obviously,
that.
I'm gonna go with the one shoe, man. I'm going for comfort. Just to, have the most comfortable, snug, easy to like walk around in shoe. And then if it's hella beat up, then it's like you're kind of cool for having a hella beat up shoe. We could be like that guy on I just been so long. Okay, so it's not TikTok. Well, like what was the like sixth Vine?
Vine, yeah.
Though we could be like damn Daniel from Vine. Like I want to be like that guy. I want to be back at it again with the white Vans.
So is white Vans the shoes you're choosing?
Oh, and then I have to know exactly like what shoe I'm going to go with for the rest of my life. That's pretty.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard. So I guess I'd go with my white Alpha Bounces because I wore those all around Europe. And I got lost in London one night and ended up walking like all the way. Like I walked like crazy amounts. I went to like Liverpool and did all these places. I was lost. I don't know how I lived. I got home at like 4 a.m. Like finally made it home, but my feet did not hurt. So those Alpha Bounces saved my life, and those would be the ones that I would rock.
Damn, that's a beautiful story. That's actually a story that Adidas could probably use. If you ever get lost, you can always bounce back the next day.
Oh,
hey.
wow.
Oh, just throwing that out there.
Hey.
Just throwing that out there.
Wow.
Sponsor us,
Alpha Bounce.
Adidas. Sponsor
Wow.
us. No shame for the sponsorship. That's
Dude.
true. Y'all should write that. That's a commercial for sure, Dre.
Yeah, Dre was basically living a commercial. That was dope.
He was living a commercial.
Man, it wasn't dope when you're walking around. Like it was crazy. I was trying to find like there was no like moon for me to like really kind of use. I don't know. It was weird. Like and then there's this one massive tower that's like famous for London. That's like by like their like river and bridge. But
The London Bridge.
Well, it wasn't the London Bridge, but there's a
Ben.
massive tower. Like, well, John, so in Pokemon Duraludon, that Pokemon is like based off of one of their buildings.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I was trying to use that because then if I saw that, then I know where south was. But I couldn't find it because just for whatever reason the buildings around me were always too tall, though, like the island. So I got hella lost and I kept going north. And then the streets, like the city's not built like a grid, like how like a lot of like the US or like kind of like more modern cities are. Like New York, you think of just like up and down, left and right, like how all the streets intersect like that. So in London, like streets would kind of curve up and they would bend and do weird squids. So I'm like, oh, cool. If I just make a right here, I'll be going east, but it doesn't work like that. It eventually starts going north again. So I got hella lost. It was crazy. It was like imagine you're like trying to get to Redondo Beach and then you walk into someone on the side of the street and they're like, oh, you're in Long Beach. Like that's kind of like what I was doing. They're like, I told them where I was trying to get to. And the woman looked at me crazy. She's like, they're trying to walk there? I was like, yo, man, I'm lost, bro.
Did you? You should have just pointed out your shoes. Oh, don't worry, Alpha Bounce.
There you go, and then that's the commercial right there.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll let the pitch now, but yeah. So that one, so it's not like nothing too exciting. I'm going strictly for comfort and functionality. Going with my Alpha Bounces.
Before I ask Ace and Albert, do you think your opinion on what shoe you would pick? I mean, obviously you had this memory and this experience with being in London, but just say younger Dre, would you have still picked a shoe for comfort, or do you think you would have picked something more stylish when you were younger? Because I feel like, just speaking from my experience, the older I'm getting, the more I rather be comfortable than fashionable, personally.
Right.
So just want to get your thoughts on that, Dre.
Younger Dre, probably. I don't know. Like, it depends on what kind of phase you're going through. Maybe, I don't know. When I was like, beachy Dre, I might have been trying to wear rainbows all the time, but like, you never know. But yeah, I mean, when you get older, comfort's definitely the way of the game. We work hard so we can be comfortable after work. That's the whole plan.
But Albert never stops putting in work.
Hey. Okay, so I guess Albert's next.
You caught my transition, Ace. Damn it.
I don't know. I don't know if I got a commercial lined up, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to pick one shoe. There's just too many shoes. So with that being said, I think I'd go with one random shoe every day.
Just because you can't pick the one shoe that you would wear for the
Yeah.
rest of your life.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Give me the Crocs. I'll rock the sandals. I'll rock some boots.
Again, these are shoes, not Crocs.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm saved.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider those like some people's like house slippers. Like these aren't the house slippers. These are, your shoes that you, yeah. Because so Dre, you can technically still have rainbows because them's your house shoes sometimes, right? Like I feel like at a time you were just wearing them indoors.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Always.
Yeah, you have indoor rainbows and you have outdoor rainbows.
And they look exactly the same. No, these are my going out bows.
So like, I mean, I'm already kind of living that one shoe lifestyle, anyways. I have in this closet. There's probably like 40 shoes, but like I'm just cycling through like 3 of them. So like whatever 3's out, like I've gotten to a point where I don't really try to go and pick one shoe. I mean, I guess because of quarantine, we've been like living at home for the past year and a half, so that's part of it too.
So comfort and convenience.
Most definitely.
We're gonna come up with the 4 C's of wearing shoes, guys. Like the 4 C's when picking a diamond.
Maybe if I had the foam runners, then I could tell you. Wait, those are the like weird croc looking Yeezys, right?
Well, you can go to Walmart and try to get them before, they have to pull them off the shelves, because I know Yeezy sued Walmart for making knockoff foam runners.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Dang, I want those now then.
Yeah.
Like, do you know it? Like, are people hella gassed on them now that like Yeezy's like mad about it? Or
I don't know. Like, I don't know if people are cool like us, because, if Yeezy is trying to pull them off, that's when we want it the most. I don't know if people were like, "Ew, these are fake foam runners," but to us, we're like, "Ooh, these are fake foam runners."
Yeah, that sounds cool. I might try to look for those now.
They were going for $30.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a steal.
Yeah. And if people were like, "Ew, those are fake," I'm like, I know, Walmart, baby.
Walmart, baby. Alrighty, Ace. That was Albert and Dre down. So what's your vibe for this question?
Well, unfortunately, unlike Dre, I won't go for comfort, but I will go with one shoe for the rest of my life, and I will go with. I thought me and Dre were going to pick the same ones, but slip-on white Vans. Only reason being is because I get to kind of write on them and draw on them, so I can still make it my own shoe, every day. I know one year I wore my slip-on Vans for the whole summer, and for every festival I would wear them, and I would just write down what artist I saw that festival, and it kind of drew like whether I went to FYF or Life is Beautiful. I would draw that on the Vans. So maybe if these Vans last for 1 year, I can probably have a yearly thing where I can kind of look back. Oh man, in 2028, this is what I did for the year 2028, and so that's what I would probably do for the rest of my life with one shoe, slip-on white Vans.
You creative jerk. Shout out to Joed, because Joed always wears white slip-on Vans all the time.
All the time.
But I guess that's another commercial, Ace. You're just full of them today, because that's a commercial for Vans, right? Buy your white slip-ons, go to your musical concerts. I don't think they have Warped Tour anymore, unfortunately, but
I think they do. The Vans
they brought it back?
I think so. Yeah, I think they do.
Oh wow. Well, I hope so. I remember they stopped having that concert for a while, but yeah, you can just go. Like
I know
said,
they
write
didn't
down
have
the
it
artist.
last year.
Well, you jerk. But yeah, no, that's super awesome. I, like Ace and Andre, would pick one shoe for the rest of my life. I don't know what shoe. No, I'm kidding. It would probably be I don't know if you guys know the Kobe 6 Dark Knights.
I knew you're going to pick the Kobe 6s for some reason, because you we talked about how it's stylish and comfort. So
Yes. So it's a bit of both worlds. And I don't know why I'm a huge fan of like the primary shoe being the color black and then having red and baby blue together, like the Angels and Demons SBs. Like I love that color scheme. And the Dark Knights for the Kobe sixes were like that. The fives, the Kobe 5 Dark Knights were just black and blue, but the sixes had the red. So yeah, it would definitely be those. I would definitely be that guy rocking a tucked in shirt to his jeans with some hoop shoes on, because that's just who I am today.
that's those are dad vibes. Don't worry about it.
That's like a high school teacher.
Yeah.
Also true. Also true. Well, yeah.
Then who do you have for chemistry? Oh, I got Mr. Burkhead.
But look at his shoes and his tight butt with his shirt tucked in.
He has a small bunda.
Why does his back pockets touch? I don't know, but he has cool shoes though.
I think Mr. Embrador has chapstick in his back pocket.
Oh man, what's up with Mr. Embrador's shoes? Look like someone graffitied on him. It don't matter, man. Look at Mr. Burkhead's butt.
All right, let's move on to the next question. I feel like this is a question that everyone always kind of debates. I know we've talked about this 100 times. But would you rather win an NBA championship but not be the main guy in your team? So you could think of like Nick Young on Golden State. He was on the team that won the title. He was a bench player. He averaged very minimal time, but he did win a ring. So would you rather be a guy like that? Again, you're part of the rotation, maybe a little bit, but you're not the main guy. You're not in the starting five. You're not the sixth man. Or have a Hall of Fame career like a Reggie Miller, a John Stockton, Charles Barkley, all the, I'm using the 90s superstars because there's so many in the 90s that lost because of Jordan or so many other reasons, Akeem, etc. So would you guys rather, again, be on a championship team, win a ring, or be a Hall of Famer but never win a ring? Dre, you can pick who goes first.
Oh, all right. I will pick myself.
Plot twist.
That you didn't see that coming. That you did not see that coming. Well, I mean, first off, Reggie Miller is my favorite player, so I mean, that's pretty tempting. I feel like I would go with win a ring.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal, is to win a championship. And when you're like out of the league and you're just kind of maybe you got like a little belly and you're just living your life as an everyday schmo, you still have the hardware. And then, people, like see that and go, oh, whoa, like, what's that? Like, what? Oh, yeah, like I played some ball, win a championship. No big deal, You're at like the grocery store and the cashier girl's checking you out, and oh my God, you're so cool. It's like, yes, I am cool.
And look at his butt.
I'm a winner. I win things. So that's what I'm going with, even though shout out to Reggie Miller. He's my boy. I would go with win the ring.
Or
go with
like,
Benga.
Kwame Brown.
Benga
Did he win a
style.
ring?
Kwame Brown, he won a ring with Golden State as well.
Kwame Brown did?
He was on the team. He was on Golden State, yeah.
I thought he was out of the league. That's wild.
And
I mean, he got no PT, that's for sure.
I don't let him hear you say that. He's gonna go in on you, Dre. Kwame Brown.
He's gonna
Kwame Brown was like, look at this. I was like, whoa, come on, Kwame, chill. That's my homie.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know he was. So he has more rings than Barkley.
Than Reggie Miller.
Yeah,
more than Reggie, more than Barkley.
he does. He does.
That's wild. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, who's next? I guess Ace, you can go next.
So I mean, I know Gary Payton won a ring, right, with Miami. Can it be in that situation where I still kind of have a Hall of Fame career and end up?
Nah, bro, it's would you rather. It's one or the other. So no, you do not have a ring. You're a Hall of Famer, but you do not have a ring.
Okay. I think I will go with the Hall of Fame career. As much as I would want to win a ring, I think that would be the story told about me. Like, oh, Ace never got to to the top of the mountain, but he had one hell of a career. I think that um, would last longer. Even though like the hardware is there, it's physical. You can but if people can still talk about you decades and decades afterwards, like, oh man, but you should have seen. There's one guy, Reggie Miller, man, he could, shoot lights out. Oh man, how many championships did he win? None. Wait, what? It's kind of a interesting story, So Hall of Fame career, my final answer.
You have a Hall of Famer in mind that, like, if you can pick your career, like I would want my career to be like insert name here.
I mean, my favorite players were Penny. I mean, he got injured, so we don't know if he will ever have that Hall of Fame career, even though his name is still talked about, in high praises. But I would say probably, and I know a lot of people hated him, Karl Malone. I think I liked him when he did join the Lakers, and he was just a player that put his hard hat on and played. A lot of people said he was a dirty player. I just thought, that was part of the 90s ball, and he just never got that hardware, thanks to Jordan. But I always respected Karl Malone's game. Yeah, Karl Malone probably be my player to go for. But other than Penny Hardaway, which is my favorite player.
Would your new nickname be Amazon?
Ooh, because I'm Prime.
I was gonna say because you deliver.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Because they deliver. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those like funny memes about like this is your package when the mailman delivers it, when UPS delivers it, and then when it's Amazon, it's like they, it's all beautiful and it looks like royalty, and it's just funny because Amazon cares.
Well, yeah, I would rather be Amazon than the USPS because they be losing hella packages. They be losing packages.
Oh no, it got lost in the mail, bro. That was email.
Stoops.
Just kidding. Yeah. So what about you, Albert?
I think same with my brother. I'd go with Hall of Fame career. I don't think like the competitive side in me would want a ring, as long as.
Sounds like lack thereof.
Yeah. So also, I'm thinking like after the career, so I'd want like maybe like a TNT type analyst type desk job. Like that would be a cool thing to do after the heyday. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting.
Again, same question I gave Ace. Would you model, like, would you want a type of career like this person's career is like what I would have loved to have had? Like, this is your Hall of Fame career. Ace said, Karl Malone.
Damn, yeah. I was trying to think of one, but I really don't know. But the one that comes to mind is like someone like Derrick Rose.
Ooh,
premier point guard. But yeah, he was phenomenal. He was definitely my favorite point guard when he was in Chicago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Love Rose.
yeah.
So it looks like Dre is flying solo on this one because I too would also pick the Hall of Fame career without a ring.
Over being Steve Kerr?
Over being Steve Kerr, yes, I would definitely pick that because to me it's like most of the time the Hall of Fame guys are the ones carrying their team, and I would rather go down with the ship than just kind of be on someone else's, if that makes sense. Everyone's different.
Well, Steve Kerr did hit a game winner. Like, what if you hit the game winner to win like a World Series or?
No, right. But I'm saying you're not the most integral part. Like, that's the thing. Like,
he wasn't most integral. He was like a
sure
fourth option. He wasn't Kukoc, Pippen, Jordan, Rodman, but he got the opportunity to hit a three.
John's talking about the Mbangas of the team.
Yeah, I want the more like Adam Morrison has 2 rings.
I mean, I was thinking a guy like who like would come off the bench and would play, not like, I mean, I wouldn't want to be Benga, but I'd be a guy who like.
Would you be like Tim Thomas?
The 3-point shooter?
Was that the Knicks guy or who? Like, who is he?
I know he came from like, I think Phoenix. Tim Thomas, remember Tim Thomas?
He didn't win a ring.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm saying, like, he's a player that just came off the bench.
Right.
Yeah, he did come off the bench. That's true.
For sure. I'm trying to think who's like a middle the run guy.
Lamar Odom.
Leandro Barbosa. when
He
he was
doesn't
on
have a ring?
Golden State. He was on Golden State.
Oh yeah, he did. I know. I was like, I know he has.
He got a little bit of PT towards the end, but like
Ah.
he wasn't like doing his thing.
That's all
Tiago
right.
Splinter from San
I'll
Antonio.
be, against the grain. I'm gonna have my jewelry, and cool. You can be on TNT, but you'll have to deal with some Joe Schmo who's never played a lick of ball in his life. Come up to you on the street, but ha ha ha, Kwame Brown has a ring. How do you like them apples? And you're like, son of a bitch.
And he's not wrong when they say that. But yeah, I would definitely go with that. For me, it would be more like a John Stockton, Steve Nash type of career. Like that's what I would envision for myself. Even though Steve Nash won a ring as an assistant coach on Golden State, we don't count that. But like that type of career, like Albert said, like premier point guard, more of an assist guy than anything. Even though Stockton, I think, still has he has the most assists in NBA history, has the most steals in NBA history. Basically invented the 3-point shot. Like that's cool to me. Like I would love a career like that, even if it didn't come with winning the hardware. Dre.
Wow.
No, I'm just
Shots
playing,
fired.
Dre. Nah. You good, Dre. You good. Hey, you got the ring, man. You get in the club. We can't get in the club.
That's true. I'll be Manu Ginobili. Actually, is Manu a Hall of Famer or no?
I don't think he's eligible yet, but he probably will be.
I think he's like a great international player along, as like a great NBA career. Pau Gasol hasn't gone in yet as well, huh?
He was still in the league this year.
Oh, Spain, right?
No, he was like a bench, like he was hurt, but like he was signed on a team this year, so he's not eligible yet.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Was he subbing in for Marc Gasol? Like if like Mark didn't fly playing, they just have like the same last name, so he just
bro,
like a Freaky Friday situation.
Bro, you play, bro. No, bro, you play.
Why do you sound Russian?
That's where they're playing now, man, in Russia.
Oh
Bro.
Gosh. No, yeah, but he's just not qualified yet to get in. But I'm sure they will too, yeah, because they're, like you said, international players. All right, let's move on. This one's kind of a fun one. You can only pick one skill and or whatever it is. So would you rather be a great singer, instrumental player, so you play an instrument, right? You play the drums or guitar, you have to pick which one, or a dancer? All right, Dre, what would you pick?
Let's go, Dre.
Easy. Instrumental player.
What would you play?
Man, there's a lot of instruments. That's a tough one.
I guess you will just say all of them.
Yeah, because some people like a lot of people who learn one can pick up other instruments because they just kind of figure out the rules of putting notes and chords together. So yeah, I love music. I like instrumental music, a lot of classical music, things like that nature. So I think it'd be kind of nice to if you're in your head, go up to a piano or a guitar or whatever, like maybe an oboe. Pull up an oboe and just start going to work.
That's an oboe, bro.
Ooh, oboe. No, do you know what? Hey man, an oboe is a beautiful.
I don't. I really don't know what an oboe is.
Playing the oboe while getting bobo.
Drinking a boba.
And that's bucket list material right there. Playing the oboe while getting a bobo, whilst drinking some bobo.
Boba.
But yeah, so definitely the instruments for sure.
For sure.
And I don't know, like obviously great singers are cool, but I like sometimes it's awkward watching people sing. If you actually like watch them while they're singing, it's like uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
No, I never felt that way until I saw Christina Aguilera sing and how like everyone would make fun of her. And that's what kind of shattered my glass because I'm like, she do be doing some weird stuff when she's singing. She's talented, don't get me wrong, but like you're right, Dre. It looks hella awkward.
Yeah. But not to discourage anyone else. So now, right. Maybe Albert was gonna say he wants to be a great singer,
or be that person that's singing "Happy Birthday" hella good.
Yeah.
You go to karaoke and shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Man,
true.
nobody wants to follow you.
So, all right, Albert, what were you gonna pick then?
I was gonna go with instrumental as well. I've always wanted to learn guitar or at least the drums, but I mean, it's never too late. But that would have been cool.
Well, in this scenario, you get to know all of them.
We could probably make a band.
I'm down.
An oboe xylophone band.
Oh, Howard, you could be one of those guys on like YouTube where like they film like each segment of all this, of the song with all the different instruments, and you put it all together.
Hell yeah, those are dope.
Yeah, man.
That takes a lot of patience and talent. I can't do that. What about you, Ace?
I mean, I was gonna say singing, but I feel like you guys are gonna make fun of me now because
Yeah, we will.
No, man, we're not gonna make fun of you.
no, I will choose singing because I'm every time I'm on YouTube, I very envious of people that can sing, and I'm very like, whoa, I'm like amazed, like, whoa, that's really, really dope. And right now I've just been watching hella Morissette Amon videos. Check her out. She's badass. Um yeah, whenever someone sings like at those talent shows, America's Got Talent, what's that one show where people turn around, the coaches turn
The
the
Voice?
voice. They're always like,
American
I'm like,
Idol,
yeah, I'm always super impressed. Like, whoa, man, I
The
wish
Masked Singer.
there you go. Oh,
Represent.
but I've always said to myself, if I were ever to come back in a different life, I would want to sing or play the instrument. And you gave me both options. I think I would go with.
Would you be okay with being a good singer only in the restroom, just like that big guy from Recess?
Hell yeah. This singing is for me, not for no one, but for me.
So what, you would be Josh Groban up in there, just going to work in the bathroom. People would be outside like, dang, what's going on in there?
Yeah, and then just walk out all casually. What's up?
You're like, hello.
And don't even like you're doing one of this. Hey, what's up? Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, there's just some good acoustics in the bathroom. So, I was going to work.
Some guy has his oboe in the bathroom just jamming. So decided to put some lyrics to that tunes.
It sounded like he was drinking boba.
Well, unless you're in the bad part of town, you might play the skin flute.
Man.
No,
More
Albert.
More like skin recorder.
Oh my god. I guess no surprise, I would pick dancer
Hey.
because I have absolutely no rhythm. No, I'm kidding. I have some kind of that's me. Albert gets it. But yeah, I've always wanted to like move gracefully. We've all
Like a ballet dancer?
Yeah, or any kind of dance really. I would like ballet is intense. I don't even think that I'd be cut out for it even if I was a real dancer like that. But like hip hop, R&B, like that kind of dance is cool. Contemporary is really weird, but sometimes it's really cool too. But yeah, was it Dancing with the Stars or like that show when it first came out? I was like, oh, that's cool. Like you take some novices and then they do get better. And I was like, oh, again, just being graceful and having rhythm and just moving on your feet. I always thought that was cool. Like Ace could dance, and all y'all could dance, jerks. And whenever y'all dancing, not that I get jealous, but I'm like, you guys look super cool because there's confidence and there's just having fun and all this other stuff, right? And I'm like,
I think that's what it is. You're just have let your body do what your body wants to do when it hears the music, and just be confident.
Yeah, exactly. But it would be nice to know what I'm doing.
Oh, you know what you're doing. Just let it happen.
Oh no, is this a joke? Where's this going to?
No, man, you're just gonna cut a rug on the dance floor. Just let your body do what it's supposed to do, and you'll be fine.
Albert looks like he's about to die.
No, I just feel like John's one of those kids that are deaf but are trying to dance, but they could feel the music.
Yo, too soon.
God, man, going in.
Someone's life, Albert.
God, man.
And you know what's the worst part? My next question is you got to pick deaf, mute, or blind, but now we're not going to pick that one.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Yo. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I legit that was legit on my list, Albert. I was gonna say like
Stoops.
you're so bad. All right, cool. I got one more because Albert killed my deaf, blind, or mute one. And this is: would you rather be a director, a great director, or a great actor? And Knox, we've been starting with you, so I feel like we should continue with that because you're so. Because you look at that hair, Dre. You look great.
Oh, I'm getting a cut on Friday.
No,
It's because it's starting to get hot out here.
it is getting hot. Yeah.
Great director for sure. I'm more of a behind the scenes guy. I would extend that to even because I don't know. I wonder. Actually, I'll let everyone answer first and then pose like a counter question.
Okay. Yeah, keep that because I want to hear your counter. But if I may, do you have a specific genre that you would love to direct? Or would you just do all? Because you don't have to. I'm just wondering.
No, but like, no. I mean, I guess if Steven Spielberg is a genre in the sense that like he's very very good at like kind of like touching into the emotion. Like he makes a lot of great family films. He also makes like things like Jaws and I mean, Jurassic Park is kind of a family film in the sense that there's like a lot of awe and inspiration and like cool stuff like that.
And that's a horror film. That is a monster movie if I ever saw one.
I mean, yeah, but it's also it plays on. It's like the intent is to get kids to be like inspired and like wow, like look at all this stuff. So I think I'd want to do that. Like that's not necessarily my favorite genre of film, but I'd want to be a director that's able to like get people to have happy tears.
That's beautiful. And also another commercial. Dre out here dropping the hot knowledge today.
He trying to make people cry on this little podcast today, huh?
Would you rather make people cry or make a commercial?
And with that, Ace, I'm gonna jump to you before we go to Albizi.
Oh man, like it's so hard because I automatically I'd want to say actor, but being a director, man, like you like you would like Dre said, you get to kind of touch into people's emotions if you can kind of convey your vision onto the screen, right? But
I feel like actors could do that too, though. Not to cut you off, but a guy like Will Smith, for me, there was a lot of films where I'm like The Pursuit of Happiness, 7 Pounds, like even Hitch, like he switched it up where he can move your emotions to tears, but he can also just have a good time. Even Fresh Prince days, up until now, I feel like he's a very dynamic person. Chadwick Boseman was a guy that I always loved watching. Denzel Washington, like there's guys that can switch it up too. So again, I don't want to cut you off or sell you short. I just was gonna offer that.
No, I mean, I think you convinced me. I'm gonna stick with actor. I wish you didn't talk me into it, but yeah, I'm gonna be a good actor, great actor, best actor.
You want to be a good actor, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
Well, what type of films?
Oh yeah, great question, Albert.
I don't know, that Asgard film you guys were talking about last time sound like a good little film. I'm gonna stick to the genre that I'm into, which is rom-com, probably, right? So
yeah,
rom-coms are probably my genre, but my favorite actor is Mr. Denzel Washington. I think the top 3 movies or top 5 movies that I would take, I think 3 of them would be Denzel Washington movies. So
did he do any rom-coms? I feel like that'd be funny. Denzel Washington.
Is the preacher's wife is not considered a rom-com, huh?
I think so. That's a great question. I gotta look this up.
I think Ace is gonna be the next Hugh Grant.
There you go.
I would mess it up with Elizabeth Hurley. Hell no.
We'll save our top 5 for another time because I want to hear yours, Ace. So keep that in the backlog. We're getting some work terms. Keep that in your backlog right now. Oh dear. What about you, Albert? Or Ace? Is that?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
End
scene.
Oh damn! Wow!
Oh wow!
Bravo!
He gets it.
Right.
What about you, Albizi?
I think just like Dre, I think I'm more of a behind the scenes person.
Are you saying you're BTS, aka the Army? Sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah, definitely Jungkook over here. But yeah, so I choose director. Not only because it's behind the scenes, but I feel like I have some ideas that I've always thought about, like I've always wanted to get out, but like, obviously not able to. Um, and the type of films I'd want to be directing are like, since I'm a really good director, I'd stick with indie films, just because they're a lot, low key, low budget, and it's just easy. I feel like it might be a little bit easier to do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I definitely watch one of your indie films. That sounds like a cool little project for you to do.
You can be my actor. He's
You cannot. You might not afford me. So, Stoops.
he's a plumber, and then in the next one he's a pizza delivery guy.
Is anyone getting stuck in your films, Albert?
Oh yeah, that's the prequel.
You're dumb. You're so dumb. I like just like Albert and Andre, I would definitely be a director. One there's a lot of directors that I do love, like Christopher Nolan, even though again he can be a little pretentious, but I would love to be like a John Carpenter, because he makes really good out there films, and typically more of them are they're on the scarier side, right? But yeah, he's a guy that I think has fun with the films that he makes. But definitely horror, definitely a director, and definitely like keep it fun and fresh. If it were up to me. Dre, you said you were gonna add something.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, it wasn't part of the this or that, but if we had to take a job in the film industry, I'd actually like to be an editor. I actually kind of grew up more into editing, and I found like a lot of fun in that. And in its own way, it is kind of like a director in the sense that you can kind of, I mean, directors kind of give you all the things that you're supposed to put together, but I think a lot of things come in the editing room, where it's like how you pace things out and put scenes together or change around audio clips and this and that. So yeah, I think like editing is like a really interesting field that doesn't get a whole lot of attention.
What's the tier in like the movie? Is like producer, director, editor? How like what's the tier as far as like when it falls down?
Or it was like above the line. It'd be like probably it'd be director, cinematographer, um, and then probably editor. I mean, like the actors are like their own thing, right? But yeah, I
So
think
what is a producer? What does he do? Produce.
well, the producers, I guess
It's like
like
the
it can
money.
entail a lot of different things. A lot of it's like spending money. Like they all pretty much invest in some portion of dollars into the film, but it could just be things of like trying to put people together, like reaching out to this company or using these connections, overseeing certain aspects. So yeah, it's kind of weird because yeah, there's a lot of different producers. I don't really know how it all works out. There's like executive producers, co-executive producers, line. It's like it's crazy. There's like 100 different producers on one film, but typically they all like have some sort of economic stake into the film, I think.
Okay.
Um,
I was always wondering because like I just thought about that one line in the office where Andy is introducing himself to Dwight. Like, well, I am a director, which is the highest something on the set. So I
mhm.
was like, oh, I thought a producer was. So I thought
Right. Yeah, it can be. I guess it depends on like how. Like, yeah, the producers are typically will be the ones like kind of footing the money till the film can actually be made and paying, but depends on what level of producer. Um,
Yeah, like I'll give you an example. We just talked about this before we got on recording, but Andre, I think you weren't on yet, but the second trailer for Candyman came out just yesterday, and it looks amazing. And Jordan Peele is an executive producer on that Ace, which means that one, he helps fund the film, get the finances, as Dre was saying, but he also kind of oversees everything that's going to happen. So the reason why this film's probably getting made is because the studio was like, oh, Peele's behind this? Like, yeah, let's listen to him. And he brought on his director to direct the film. I believe she also directed The Nightingale. So, executive producers, above a regular producer, they if the right executive producer is behind a film, typically it's going to get made, and they're going to bring in their peoples that they know are coming up, and I'm sure they have their whole like network and stuff like that. And then they can also help consult the directors and things and make sure like it's flowing the way it's supposed to be. Dre, you could correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly how it all breaks down, but yeah, I think that's kind of the gist of it. And then you'll see like what's interesting, it happens a lot in TV. Stars will typically end up being producers for their own shows. Like not really maybe season one, but like if a season's doing, if the show's doing well and it's like on to season 3 and they're like, okay, hey, like we want kind of have more like more invested into the success of the show, then like they can like work out like a way to be a producer and stuff. And so like what's interesting for The Office, who's like Ryan the temp, like what's his
BJ
name?
Novak.
Yeah, always
Novak.
found like I saw like he has like producer creds almost as early as season 1, like maybe season 2 at least. I don't know about season 1, but I always saw like that was kind of wild because like he was really young, so young to have producer credits for the show.
I think he was like one of the top writers. I think that's why.
Oh, he was a big writer or one of the writers too. Okay. So I was like, yeah, it's funny. And then he was just like it was just such like a small role. So it's kind of interesting to see like a young guy with a small role have producer credits on there. So, but like for Psych, Sean and Gus, they end up having producer credits, I think halfway through the series. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. A lot of it's like, then you start putting in money and then you kind of have more say of like what you think, how the stories should go and this and that. But yeah, like on set, a good producer is one that's not seen as not like, it's not like a ref, like being too involved in a game. I think a lot of times directors will be like, just fund the money and then, let me create.
Okay.
I would love to be like, I guess it would be more for shows, maybe longer series of movies, like if it's a trilogy, but I'd love to be kind of the writer storyboard person. I know like for shows, it could be the showrunner because they kind of piece together the puzzle that's going on with the shows. But like, that's something that I think I would love to do, just because I don't think I'm as creative as say like, everyone here on this call, but I think when it comes to like piecing together where stuff should go and developing like the backgrounds for stories and all that stuff, like that stuff excites me. But when it comes to like directing, like I would direct if I had to, but I've never had a passion to do it. I'd rather be more behind the idea and like, this is why things happen certain way and this is how the timeline should flow, etc.
It'd be really cool, the casting director. Sometimes, like a lot of times when there's like great casting, you're just like, wow, like just everyone just did such a good job in their role and like they seem like that character now. I always like feel like casting directors like probably have a really cool and fun gig of like, maybe it's not fun seeing hundreds of people to try to figure out for one role, but like putting those pieces together and seeing the potential in a person and a character and having it fit, it's probably pretty sweet.
Yeah, that must be really interesting too. To let's say if you're like the casting director and you're like you said, you're seeing all these people, and then this person walks in and they just like, whoa, this is it. This is the person, and to have that feeling, we found, the star, or we found the the leading person. That must be like a really cool feeling because like, man, you have this, you know, like dialogue in your head and probably an image of what they would probably be, and then now you're like, oh, whoa, they walked through the door. This is them. Well, cast them right away. Though, so that'd be
there
really,
can only
really
be one.
And a lot of times directors are like involved in that too. Right. But like I'm sure maybe like the casting person probably brings them in. Like I was thinking of like Tom Holland. Like imagine seeing Tom Holland come in and it's like, yes, it's like the perfect fit for a Spider-Man. Obviously that's such a well-known character that it's probably a little easier to try to figure out, what piece you need, like to see it. But think of something like the Karate Kid, like a very unknown, like it was just like a movie that no one knew. Like, it's just like a couple guys had this idea for like a film, and it got greenlit, and they're gonna put these pieces like together, and they're looking for their Daniel, and then this Ralph Macchio kid comes in, who I don't think was that well known, and they just figured it out, and then it worked, and the movie became a big success. Like, imagine finding that piece and seeing it all work, and then now it's like he's the Karate Kid. Like that's pretty badass.
Or just even Mr. Miyagi, like
Yeah.
like oh man, he was gonna be Mr. Franklin, but Pat, I forgot his last name, Nakamura, I think Pat something.
Pat Morita, I think.
Yeah.
Or Morita. Yeah.
Sounds about right. Him walking like, oh, we have to change it. He's the real Mr. Miyagi. So, yeah, like I said, like I had never thought about that. The casting director just to have that light bulb pop in their head, like, oh, we found them.
So apparently, like I don't know if it was. I think the director wanted Pat. He was like really championing him, and like there was like, and like producers didn't want him, and they're like still trying to find a Mr. Miyagi. And Pat, I think, because I was watching some clip about, and he was just talking about his experience and getting cast in that role, and then working with Ralph Macchio. But I think he was like living in Hawaii. He's actually like a West Coast LA kind of bro type vibe, like Hawaii. Like, yeah, he doesn't, his voice is just like of like a LA person, like chill vibe, kind of Hawaii bred dudes. Like I feel like you would vibe with them pretty hard.
Yeah, we'll definitely share some pineapples, me and Pat.
Hey,
Albert, I think you were gonna say something.
Oh yeah, just be hella lazy and just go down like the most famous list. Like, is Brad Pitt available? Is Ryan Gosling available? No. Jake Gyllenhaal? No. Oh well.
Okay,
I guess we'll get Ace.
We'll look at this Tom Holland kid.
But yeah, like back to the like casting, like at one point I think Nicolas Cage was gonna be Superman.
And which one? Which Superman? That'd be so weird.
Do you remember Superman Returns?
Yeah,
was it like the first Superman after
right?
It'd been gone for a long time.
Correct. Yes. So
they're like early 2000s, late 90s. Is that when it kind of came out? That one.
So that was what came out, right? But it was supposed to come out years prior to that.
Oh, okay.
They always had the idea of the Superman Returns, and it was almost Nicolas Cage in the 90s. But then, yeah, it came out later, early 2000s.
Yeah, there's even footage of like him in that suit, and I was just, dude, this is not Superman.
That is not, yeah. Can you imagine? Well, there was another Jake Gyllenhaal. It's funny you brought him up. He was supposed to be Spider-Man during Tobey Maguire's era.
Okay.
Because Tobey had gotten into like a accident, and he physically wasn't going to be able to do it, but they waited for him to heal. Luckily, it didn't take that long. And yeah, that was going to be for Spider-Man 2, Dre, one of your favorite comic book movies of all time.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
And then,
Michael Keaton, Batman.
Oh,
True.
Yeah.
True.
And then John Krasinski auditioned for Captain America.
John Krasinski did audition for Captain America.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, Chris, I think that maybe I was wondering if that's why when I was thinking about casting, like after I rewatched the whole MCU thing, I think that was one of my takeaways. Oh, yeah, it was because after Endgame, right? In the credits, and they show all the main heroes and even side characters, and like they like the actor's actual name, and they do a signature, and it was like a kind of a cool little touching thing after going through that whole experience. And I was just like shocked. I was like, wow, they killed it on so many castings. Like some of these people, like Chris Evans, like I mean, he was Human Torch. And he's Captain America, like you can see the difference. Obviously, he grows more, he gets a little older, but like the difference in like picking the right person for the right role. And so many people were so good in their roles. So yeah, it's really impressive. I think that's a big part of it,
I think we can do a whole episode on the MCU, which we probably should and will. But I feel like we can definitely do that, especially, with Black Widow coming out in a week.
Hey. Oh, you guys won't watch it in the theaters? Another group outing? You guys won't?
Don't tempt me with a good time. But yeah, I think that and like other movies, like our top 5, are definitely episodes to be on the lookout for, which will be coming soon. And with that, gentlemen, we're gonna close today's episode.
Well, no, wait.
What's up, Ace?
Johnny? Well, we gotta sing happy birthday to our boy.
No, we're not. I'm gonna edit this out. Don't.
Birthday is coming up. Don't act like you don't know. Happy birthday. No. We're saying happy birthday to USA, not you, John. His birthday is on Sunday. Happy birthday, USA.
The real Independence Day is not July 4th. It's in August.
I'm just messing, Johnny. Happy birthday. This is our boy's birthday. Happy birthday, Johnny.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna edit this out.
No.
Comment, please like and subscribe. Toss a comment below, wishing John happy birthday and stuff. Make him feel all uncomfortable.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Making 42 look good. Okay, Johnny.
110. No, man, y'all the best. Love you guys. But yeah, that should do it for this episode of Soycast. Thanks again for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.